John Donne's The Sunny Rising is a very famous and perhaps the one of the most popular poems of English literature. We'll try to read the poem a little in this session today. Busy old fool, unruly sun, why dost thou thus through windows and through curtains call on us? Must to thy motions lovers' seasons run? The introduction itself, introductory lines, they show that he is here claiming some kind of a superiority of love or even insularity of love from the day-to-day wear and tears of time. Sun here becomes the symbol of time. In fact, it creates time for us, as well as the symbol of worldliness. Lover and the beloved, or Donne and his beloved, we can say, are sleeping in their bedroom. It's morning and the sun is up and its rays are disturbing them through curtains. There is a long tradition of obeids in Western literature where lover and beloved, mostly illicit, they have to separate where it is morning time. At the same time, they don't want to leave each other. We have similar traditions in Bangla about Radha Krishna's love, awakening Radha, that she is not to be found. Lot of these songs are till date there, sung by Amar Pal, for instance, Rai Jagogo, etc. Anyway, we'll come back to Donne. Here there is something more interesting. Now, then the next thing is that he engages with a criticism of the fortune seekers, fortune hunters. Those days it was very important. Even these days it is important because, if our authorities, bosses are not happy with us, there will be problems. You won't get this thing, that thing, etc. So he is saying, go tell court huntsmen that the king would ride. Call country ants to harvest offices. Or even before that, saucy pedantic wretch, go chide late schoolboys and sore apprentices. Apprentices are apprentices who start learning things like law, etc. Schoolboys, apprentices, they are generally late. The son should chide them. He has no business to disturb the lovers, because love all alike, no season knows nor clime, nor hours, days or months, which are the rags of time. So love is eternal. I'm not saying that love itself is eternal, but the feeling is like that. When you are in love, you feel that there is a kind of eternity. The moments will continue, an instant made eternity. Donne is claiming superiority of love and eternal, stability of love in itself, whereas in Shakespeare he is very much aware in the sonnets of the transient nature of love, which needs to be celebrated in art. So this is the difference between Shakespeare and Donne, so far as the sonnets and this poem is concerned, and Donne's other poems also, please remember. Now, then the social criticism that we have spoken about, those country ants to harvest offices, schoolboys, that is people in the daily walks of life. Love is immune to that. Then there is a third theme I will introduce, colonialism, imperialism. Ask for the princess whom thou sawest yesterday. Tells Donne that all the states and princesses and states he saw yesterday, they are now with Donne. That is, he is aware that there is the other world, the Indies of spice and mines, that is the legendary East, But however, by exploiting this trope, Donne tries to postulate his beloved as the more important thing than Indias of spice, mines, etc., or all the states. And therefore he says that she is all states and all princessi, nothing else is. That is, the beloved and the lover constitute an entire insular world in itself. She is all states and all princessi. She is the state and he is the prince. All princes of the world, prince, plural princess, male, and states, female. So kind of male eye coming in, obviously patriarchal thing. Women to be enjoyed and to be possessed by men. So man is to emperor as woman is to the states, empires. Anyway, she is all states and all princesses. Nothing else is. Nothing else matters. It is almost like Derrida's pronunciation that there is nothing outside the text. Like Sarvang Khalvidang Brahman of Indian tradition, that everything is Brahman and nothing else matters. So all honor is mimic, all wealth alchemy, very important. All wealth alchemy, because those days it was believed that, of course, Renaissance set in, but immediately preceding medieval age, and even in contemporary Renaissance also, there are beliefs that alchemists can turn base metals to gold. But Donne is aware that this is fake, so he's saying all wealth is alchemy. And proper kingdoms and kings, they but mimic them done things. He and his beloved are actual king and actual state. Now, then finally he says that the sun has become pretty old, busy old fool, with which he starts. The sun, which is a subject of reverence in all cultures and all literatures. In pagan cultures it was worshipped. In Christian cultures, if not directly worshipped, then still it's a subject of great reverence, that called as an old fool. So in the concluding part says that, since thine age asks is, sun is old, that is like going on a retirement pension. So he might as well, what he can do is that, now he is allowing sun entry to the room, that instead of going around the entire world, since Donne and his beloved are all states and princes, the sun can shine on them, and that way its job will be done. Shine here to us, and thou art everywhere. This bed thy center is, these walls thy sphere. So limiting the sun within the confines of a lover's bedroom. That is what the poem is. I won't say all about, mostly about. But please remember the excellent thing of social criticism, imperialism, then the patriarchal gaze or mindset that is coming in. And with this, I hope you can make further explorations and come out with wonderful new meanings. Thank you.